What's poppin', everybody? Welcome to Top 5 Comics August 2025, where this month we are on time, we're not late, nobody's pregnant, because we're professionals. As always, I'm here with my main man, Dolan, aka Drew, aka Heavy D, also known as I Write Comics. What's up, dude?
Hi. I'm doing fine, man. I'm doing great. Current campaign keeps inching closer and closer to 20K. It's driving me nuts. Just waiting for the one person to come in to just take care of that, But I had a great weekend, great long weekend, college football.
Yeah.
Got to see Nightmare on Elm Street in theater. Got to see, I forget what else I saw in theater.
You saw Jaws recently, too,
Yeah,
didn't
that's right.
you?
I saw Jaws the other night in theater. So, yeah, it was a great weekend. And then I think this upcoming weekend, this whole month, I'm seeing all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies in theater. So I think part 2, I'm seeing that Friday night.
Nice.
And and I think Saturday, I'm trying to pull off a twofer. Okay. I gotta go to 2 different theaters. Go see Batman Begins in one theater, and I'm gonna go see I think I'll see Nightmare on Elm Street part 3, like later, like a couple hours after that movie ends. So
heck yeah.
Yeah.
I would love to go. I mean, honestly, a lot of these movies I'd love to go see in the movie theater again. Anytime. So I've got like the AMC A-list stubs pass, and they'll do some of these like rescreenings of things, but they never bring them to my area. And I'm like, look, as much as I'd love to see this, I'm not driving like 3 hours to Dallas.
Oh man, this is out. So I got Flicks Brew House and I got Alamo Draft House. So
nice.
It's like they're getting a whole bunch of my money right now. And I can't begin to tell you how many movies I'm going to be seeing between September and October. But I'm so excited to see like Reanimator in theater for the first time ever, and I'm going to see Monster Squad and everything else. It's going to be a fun 2 months.
Nice. Well, you did mention this just a second ago, but I want to go ahead and pull up the campaign for Naughty and Nice: The Return by Clan McDonald Comics. As you said, you were just inching ever so close to that 20K mark, but 336 backers, still 10 days to go. Like, dude, it's rocking.
Yeah, it's just like, come on, we're so close. It's right there. But yeah, it's still a great feeling regardless to have like that many backers. Just under 20K. Thank you to everyone. If you're in the chat, you haven't backed it yet, let me know what I can do to get you into this book, because I guarantee you this is going to be better than anything you're reading from the big two, or definitely Marvel. And it was great. The book's already done. So as soon as this campaign wraps up, it's going to printing, going to fulfillment, and yeah, it'll be in your hands. They're plotting by I think December at the latest, but it'll be well before that.
Oh wow, yeah. So that's a quick turnaround then. Heck yeah. And then Unholy Nightmare 2, I think, is print.
Yeah.
Shipping?
So we talked with Steve and Russ this past weekend. I believe we are setting up the fulfillment time this week. So we're going to be fulfilling this week. So that should take no longer than a day, I believe.
Yep.
So
So
sometime this week we're going to be wrapping up on Holy Nightmare 2.
Nice. Wins across the board.
Yes.
Looking forward to it. And then Waiting in the Wings, Depths of Valor, right?
Yes, that's one we're just wrapping up. Just all these little speed bumps keep coming up. It's just like, God damn it. It's just, you think you're done. It's like, oh, no, we got to fix it. No, we got to fix it. It's like, guys, we've got a deadline at the printers. Come on.
Yeah.
It's driving me nuts. These are the headaches you deal with, when you're trying to get stuff done. You got deadlines to the printers. It's just, it causes aneurysms and gray hair.
I mean, maybe it's just like Jaws synergy going on here. They had all those issues with Jaws, and it ended up being the freaking best movie ever.
Yeah, it's great. It's funny you mentioned that, because it's often said that the films that have the most chaos behind the scenes typically wind up being some of the best films ever. Like the movies that are shit shows wind up being the best. Like,
yeah,
Superman was a shit show. Godfather was a shit show. Jaws. It just I'm blanking on some other films that were just shit.
Trying to think of the one that they made the movie. They made a movie about making the movie, like a documentary about making the movie and everything that went wrong. And I can't think.
What is it? Doctor Coppola. No, the other one he did. Oh my god. I want to say Heart of Darkness. It's the novel it's based off of Marlon Brando and Martin Sheen.
Yeah.
God, I can't. Oh my god. I'm actually brain farting on this.
I am too. I'm right.
Wow.
I've got that stream brain.
I forget. I don't know. Moving on. Regardless.
Yeah.
Point is,
Hearts of Darkness.
Yeah, that's the novel. Yeah. Apocalypse Now. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, having to give Dennis Hopper cocaine to keep him going. Yeah, that's pretty wild.
Yeah, no, but the documentary of the making of that was also called Hearts of Darkness.
Hearts of Darkness. Yeah. Just woof, man.
Well, we know what we're talking about, guys. We promise. It's just, you get on here. I hate when I'll go to say something about an actor and I'm like, oh shit, what was his name again? And I see his face and I'm like, dang it. So it happens. Anyways,
another movie that was a shit show behind the scenes. Sorry, real quick. Psycho by Alfred Hitchcock. That was a shit show. Yes,
I don't know if I completely knew that.
Yep. So studio didn't want him to do it. He had to pay for it pretty much out of his own money, and he had to use his Alfred Hitchcock Presents crew to film it, and that's why he filmed it in black and white. Used chocolate syrup and everything. Save cost.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice. As we mentioned, though, go back, Naughty and Nice, the return. If you haven't already, there's 10 days left. We're trying to get Drewski and team past the 20K. It'll happen. It'll definitely happen. But it's always nicer when it happens sooner rather than later. And I'm still being biased, and I want those dang bookmarks. So
you're telling me I want the bookmarks.
Yeah, if you hit that 25K threshold, we'll be there. Oh, this was the other one I was thinking about. Sorry, Salty came in with The Island of Dr. Monroe. With Brandon was a shit show and it sucked. Just an outlier.
So we're talking about films that wound up being good despite being shit shows. Yeah, that was a film that was a shit show in of everything and still wound up being a disaster afterwards. But yeah, the documentary is more interesting than the film itself.
Nice. Yes, for sure on that one. Let's say hello to the chat. And speaking of the chat, the link for Naughty and Nice is pinned in the comments section. So go back it if you haven't already. But let me is this the right button? Yes. All right. Going on to the chat real quick. We do have Cajun Corey in the house with evening. Good evening, sir. We also have Kaiser Jose coming in with 3 months of membership. What's up, nerds? What's up, Kaiser? Nice to see you. And for those 3 months, let's go with what do I want to do? Oh, you know what, Kaiser? I'm going to do this just because you've been to his comic shop, buddy.
Too spicy.
Oh, man. I love it.
I think I saw a photo recently of our buddy Joe Corallo with Rockin' Robbie.
You did indeed. Joe was with Rockin' Robbie not too long ago. I think Rockin' Robbie was in his neck of the woods, so Joe showed him around. Which I still need to go visit those necks of the woods because I've never been up. I've never been to the Northeast. I gotta go.
Oh,
I've flown through it, but never actually
never been to New York.
Yeah, I've never been to New York, which is why I need to try to get to New York Comic Con at some point. We do have William in the house. William from my local comic shop and our comic book club that we do from there. But he says, hello, everybody. I'm off work tonight. Heck yes. We always enjoy not being at work.
Yeah.
And then tomorrow we're going to be covering Junkyard Joe at our comic book club that we do there. I have not read that. I still need to read it before tomorrow. So
I won't say anything.
Yeah. I've heard opinions on it. So
I've got opinions.
Yeah. More Kaiser. Let's see. We've got. I did put in here Drew was taking care of some business. I mean, Drew's got like 50 million books in the works, so taking care of business. But I put starting soon. We're taking care of some business first, and then I came back and said, "Well, Drew is taking care of some business." And then Cajun came back with Drew is talking to Ripa for a contract to write a book, and yeah, love it.
They're not. It's like I think they got to come to me first. It's like I'm not going to them. They got to come to me.
Come to me. Come to Papa. Kaiser Jose put Fraction Batman is interesting but not great. Yeah.
Well, after reading the first several pages, that was kind of my overall feeling how it was going to be, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah. And then Salty coming in, since we talked about college football on Saturday was wild. Okay.
It was a wild
First
Saturday.
of all, I look, I'm an Aggie guy, so I can't really say anything, but I was actually thinking that UT was going to win. And then Manning got out there, and as Salty's saying, Manning was way, way overhyped, my dudes. He was way, like, I don't know if he just choked or what, but oof, that was not good.
It was a tale of the defenses. Honestly, the defenses, did a great job on both sides. They held Ohio State to 14 points.
Yeah.
They held Texas to 7. It's like, I don't know. It's like if it's more the defenses are just that good and the offenses just suck that much.
Could be. But yeah, there were a couple of upsets on Saturday that I was like,
Miami over Notre Dame, another one.
Yeah. Miami over Notre Dame, and then Alabama losing.
Yeah, and North Carolina getting shellacked yesterday by TCU.
Yeah, wild. I still love the. I love when the cameras catch people that are pissed off.
Oh, the fan who had his elevator.
Yeah. So you got the out of the Bama game, you've got the fan that's just like, you can tell just depressed as all get out, because this is what the first opening game they've lost in 23 years or something, and they've just got the camera fixated on him, and then he sees it and realizes it, and then just flips the camera off. But then the internet's gonna internet, so they came back and made it a meme, and they're like 0-1 or 0-1 for their Alabama game win record. I was like, oh no. And then they caught a kid from Clemson that also was flipping people off, but he wasn't flipping the camera off. It looked like he was flipping other people at the game off. So good times, times,
great times. Opening Saturday football, I love it.
Indeed. We do have Bravo Dave in the house, and in response to Drewski's note that Naughty and Nice is better than anything at Marvel, he put better than Marvel. Not exactly a high bar.
Well, when you think about the money they have for behind their production and the staff that they've got, what we're managing to do, we're like Roger Corman level of monetary production, all right? And they've got all this money. This is like a big studio, all right? And we're going to be showing them up with what we can do.
Indeed. And then Salty put watching a dog drag its ass across the carpet is better than Marvel. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh no. And then we had everyone yelling Apocalypse Now, and we were having our brain fart. And Yep. Shayna Scarface had serious production issues in Miami due to protests from the Cuban community. Indeed.
How would you know, Shayna? Not like you live there or anything.
Yeah, Shayna. And William also added that production on The Fugitive was rough, but a great movie.
Yeah.
Let's see. Kaiser put Frackman is how I'll refer to the book from Frackman. Oh no, I'm scared. And the Kaiser with the two. I hope you enjoyed that, Kaiser. You almost got Spike, but I was like, oh no, he's been to Robbie's store. I've got to give him Robbie. And Salty just added that Manning's accuracy and timing sucked. Don't give Ohio D all the credit.
Man, they just made him look like a straight up punk the entire game. It was it was ridiculous. He could not get anything going.
Yeah, I was gonna say that the Manning memes on the internet were also hilarious.
Yes.
There was one that was from what's the oh god, I can't think of his name now. The actor that did Deuce Bigalow, Mel Gigolo, and
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider, yeah. I kept wanting to say Pauly Shore. I knew it wasn't Pauly Shore.
But
the one he did where he was the girl that looked like a guy.
Oh, the hot chick.
Hot chick. Someone pulled a meme from the hot chick. They've got different Mannings, and then they had the the youngin. I was like, oh no, oh no. And then we got Cajun Corey in the house. LSU went into Death Valley Junior and got the dub against Clemson, and now we go back to the real Death Valley. Go Tigers!
Yeah, LSU, they looked tough. I'm still not sold on their quarterback. I'm still not sold on him. He does a serviceable job getting it done, but we'll see. I mean, he's no Joe Burrow. Well, I'll say that. He's a manager. He's a game manager. I'll say that.
Yeah. If you've never met Cajun Corey, this man represents LSU. I don't think I've ever seen Cajun Corey without something LSU on, whether it's a shirt, a cap. I'm pretty sure he's got socks as well.
I thought I saw him wearing a Bama hat once. I thought he was wearing some Bama stuff. He
Whoa.
said, "Hey, don't tell anyone I'm wearing Bama. I'm supporting Bama this weekend." I was like, "All right, man. I don't know what the big deal is, but okay."
Wait, I just lost a subscriber. What happened? No. Yeah, Cajun, for the $5, my man, I will give you this.
I'll show you the tool that's most important to our survival, but fair warning, it's my penis.
Oh, Chevy.
Unity. Yeah, Cajun, he also added, I got a pic of that Clemson fan flipping off the refs. So, fun story. My dad's birthday was Friday, but we celebrated Saturday after I finished work. And I ended up getting super drunk. Not necessarily by choice, right? So we go out to
vanilla
eat.
Extract. Yep, I knew it.
Yeah, I know. So we go out to eat, and I'm like, all right, I'll have 2 drinks, because usually if I'm going to drink, I'll limit myself to 2. Just for the sake of, I was driving, so I knew I just wanted to be in a good headspace to drive back home. But here comes my mom ordering drink after drink after drink to then be like, I don't like it, and then setting it aside. And I'm like, I'm paying for this damn thing. Like, someone's drinking it. Well, after it passes around to a few people, you're like, no, I don't like it. I don't like it. And I'm like, F-bomb. So like 6 drinks later, one of those which she had has so much alcohol that you can only get 2. I was drunk. So I missed the Clemson game, but I saw clips of some of the excitement and the kid flipping the refs off. Oh man. I also was trying to text one of my friends, and that text exchange was hilarious when I looked at it the next morning. Because
I forgot. But the important game, IU won. So hey, we're 1-0.
1-0.
Yeah.
Boom.
I think we're playing Tippecanoe County A&M next week. So hopefully there'll be another W. We'll see.
W. Corey wants to know, how about Lee Corso going perfect in his final picks?
Yeah, I couldn't. Yeah, he did. He went out strong. Both picks. He went out perfect. It's like, damn it. Keep him on the air. Keep him going. Come on. He's going perfect. Come on. Keep him on.
Going perfect. And then Corey, but they made a Manning meme with Angel Reese's face. Lord.
It's amazing. He went from the Heisman, guy. He was most likely going to be him, to just, well, that ended quickly.
Kaiser put Rob Schneider was on last night's episode of Kill Tony, and he definitely killed. Donnell Rawlings also came out of. I don't even know who is that. I don't know who Donnell.
No
Rawlings
idea.
is. Kaiser, why are you telling us about people that we don't? Donnell Rawlings. Oh, okay, I know who he is now. If you saw his face, Drew, you would be like, oh yeah, I've seen that guy before. But if I said anything he's been in, you'd be like, yeah, I don't know who you're talking about. he's one of those people. And Salty, Josh the Human Barsing. Man, look, I used to be able to hold my alcohol. I mean, honestly, I'll give myself credit for making it home safe and sound on Saturday. But I used to hold my alcohol really well, and I don't drink much anymore. And yeah, that night put me to the test for sure. And it was mixing alcohols too, which it was just,
oof.
Yeah. Oh man, I felt it the next morning though. It was rough. And yeah, so Donnell was on the Chappelle show. So Oh, so here's a good way. Kaiser put Donnell as the "I'm rich, bitch" guy from Chappelle Show.
Gotcha.
Good times. Anyways, welcome everyone. Thank you for being here. Oh, we got a latecomer coming in with
Hey,
Nick. 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. What's up, dude? Nice to see you.
Good to see you, man.
Good to see you indeed. But yeah, we are here to talk about the top 5 comics of August 2025, and I think this should be a fun little stream as we go through. But we'll kick things off as always because Drew can't count, and we love him for it. So you typically get a top 10 from Drew and a top 5 from me. But to be fair, if I were to do more, I don't know if I could do more than a top 5 every month with just debuts. It would be. It's tough picking sometimes, even with top 5.
Mm-hmm.
But we're going to start off with Drew's first honorable mention of the night, and it is Hyde Street, number 8, written by Jeff Johns with art by Ivan Rice and colors by Brad Anderson. Drewski, what's going on with Hyde Street, and why is it in your pick? Why is it in your list?
So real quick about my list, the higher we go, the more of an emotional impact it had on me. So it's still a great book. It didn't resonate as much emotionally with me as the other books we go through the list have. But yeah, this issue was a lot of fun. So in this issue, we open up with Pranky, the little brat right there. He winds up with a little werewolf mask stuck on his face, and he's turned into little Eddie Munster. And he has to go to Mr. X-Ray for help. And he's like, well, who needs help now? So they have a little quid pro quo going on, if you will. And they go to see the mad Dr. Ego, who, I can't wait till we learn more about this guy in the upcoming issues. That'll be interesting. But yeah, it's more fleshing out the universe, introducing more characters, a change up in the relationships between some of the characters, and another one who just kind of has like a flip out, at the very beginning, and I don't know what the hell she's going to do at the end, but the next issue is going to be pretty interesting. It makes for a fun issue, and hey, Ivan Reese on the art once again.
Yep.
He killed.
Yeah, I mean, he's been. I've said it before. In some ways, I think this is some of the best work he's ever done, because you can tell he's just having so much fun with it. And he's kind of getting to do things that you won't typically do in comics. So I feel like it's a cool thing to see him on. And I agree with you. I think the story's a lot of fun. And I find that so I feel like part of my, I think part of the slow burn of the book is you kind of focus on different characters in those earlier issues. And since you don't know them, you're kind of like, you kind of feel like you're starting from step 1, those first like 3 to 4 issues in some ways. But now that we're 8 issues in, we've got a familiarity with a lot of these characters, and they're fun characters to kind of like check in on. But Pranky especially, because he's just a little shit.
Yeah, he is. I'm going to be honest here. Where he's at, this character, this is where I wish Damian was, because I miss Damian being the little shit. That's when I enjoyed him the most.
Yep.
He is a great wrench thrown into the machine. And stirring things up.
He was definitely at his best when he was like the lovable little shit. Like he had brief moments of you're like, all right, Damien's good. But then, like 90% of the time you're like, this motherfucker.
Yeah.
I love it. I would say if you're not reading Hyde Street, go read it. All the Ghost Machine books are just good. And I'm getting ready for Rook Exodus to come back as well. I think this month it comes back.
Either late this month
September.
Or next month.
Yeah, one of the two. So.
Yeah, September. Not October, but I think September.
Yeah. We do have Ezekiel in the house saying, "Hey guys, on the road from Dallas. I'll be lurking till I get home. Welcome, brother. Good to see you here. I've got your message and I've got your number. I need to text you about next week. Spoiler alert, next week. But I will, Zeke. And then let's see. Nick put, Ivan is always killing it. Yes, indeed. except for when he got stuck on that poor Arkham Tower story. I felt so bad.
Yeah, Mariko Tamaki. Yeah, you could tell he just wanted to get it done.
Yeah,
I can't blame him. And you got to illustrate from Mariko Tamaki. Yeah, let's just get this done.
Yeah, or whoever wrote or co-wrote that first 3/4 of her run, they did a good job. But then the Arkham Tower story was oof.
But we got Chase Meridian in comics for the first time. Chase Meridian from Batman
Chase
Forever.
Meridian. Yay. Okay. And then not Kaiser, but Nick also put the return of Rook Exodus is going to give us all huge chubbies. Jason Fabok. I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, it's been too
Kaiser
long.
put Rockefellers is the best Fantastic Four book on the shelves. Okay. I'm behind on Rockefeller, so I need to catch up. But
I gave it 3 issues. It just didn't click.
Yeah, I love the first issue, but I think I just got behind, and I've been sitting on the other issues since then. So, gotta get caught up. And then Bravo Day put Ghost Machine and Skybound are crushing it. That is an understatement.
Yeah, but the thing is, we need more people reading them. That's the problem.
That's what I was about to say. The thing that blows my mind is there are shops, not even customers, shops that aren't aware of some of these books. I think Skybound they're fully aware of, but I know there are shops that aren't fully in tune with the Ghost Machine, and I think it's insane. So, and then guys just mentioning it now gave me a chubby. Indeed. And Nick added, I got to give Rockefellers shot. Okay, I got to give Rockefellers a shot again. I didn't like it through. Oh, it has 2 creators. Okay. Yeah, Nick.
Yes. So it's Tomasi and Manipal, I believe, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And then Nick also did have a comment that's might be a little spoilery for tonight, but he put, I don't know my number 1, but Nemesis is definitely up there. I felt my beard grow a beard reading testosterone.
Yeah.
Yeah. But no, good stuff. And I think it's safe to say we'll probably be talking about Nemesis today. I might have a controversial take though, so we'll see.
Oh,
nothing new here. But yeah. Anyways, that is our first honorable mention. We're going to go ahead and move on to our second honorable mention for the night, and that is Predator Kills the Marvel Universe #1, written by Benjamin Percy with art by Daniel Picciotto.
Sure.
Yeah. And
Picciotto.
Then and then colors by Frank D'Armata. So Drewski, when we brought this book up on Floppy Drop, I was like, I didn't read it because the others were crap. And you're like, no, it's actually fun. And I was like, dang it, someone else said that. And then I was pissed that I hadn't read it. So I went back and reread this, and I had a lot of fun reading this.
Yeah, because the others really left us, more or less empty after reading them. It's like nothing really much happened outside of the Aliens versus Avengers book.
Yep.
But anything else involving the Predator, nothing substantial or massive or climactic happened from reading those. They're just throwaways. But reading this, holy crap. Ben was not afraid to start laying off people who matter left and right. I'm like, holy shit, he killed him and him and him and him. I'm like, fuck yes, this is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
You can't be afraid to pull your punches doing this stuff. No one should be safe. No one. Agreed. I just saw the Marvel Zombies trailer and I saw the voices. I'm like, oh, well, I already know who's safe. I already know who's not fucking dying. Here, it's like, I don't know who the hell's going to survive. And I'm going to have an absolute blast reading this. And I was laughing my butt off through a lot of the ways that they were getting killed. And Kraven as the lead Predator, hell yes, perfect.
Yeah.
I cannot wait for the next issue. I am anxious for the next issue, but I'm cautiously optimistic at the same time because Ben, he does tend to put it bluntly, he tends to blow his load pretty quickly and then just kind of just pace and coast and just pass out by the end. So I'm hoping he didn't already blow his wad in the first issue and he still maintains his pace to the subsequent issues.
Yeah, agreed. I'm gonna hold my full thoughts for reasons, but SP Card Fan did say much better than I would have imagined.
Yes.
And yes, I agree with you there. And I think you're spot on though, or kind of what we mentioned, the fact that Predator versus Wolverine and then Predator versus Black Panther were just boring.
Nothing burgers. They're boring, and no one of substance died, and it's just like everyone felt safe. And Predator versus Spider-Man, I'm like, who the fuck cared? No one died that mattered. I'm like, why are we doing this? And, but I love this. This is what I wanted. This is what I want. I mean, look, it's not high art. All right.
No.
If you give me your title that says Predator kills Marvel Universe, he better be killing the fucking Marvel Universe, and he's doing that in this. I love it.
He is. He definitely is. Alrighty, we're gonna move on to our next honorable mention for the night, and that is Space Ghost #1, written by David Pepose with art by Jonathan Lau and colors by Andrew Dahlhaus. Drewski.
So,
#1?
It's a new #1 because hey, it's another #1, So you gotta take advantage of that #1 situation. So this issue, it catches us up. If you're new to the series, we're introduced to the uncle of the kids that Space Ghost rescued. And they're having to explain to their uncle, what they've been through, who's looking after them, without saying he's Space Ghost. So, so you're more or less, if you're new to the series, you're getting caught up on what they went through and what Space Ghost went through to now. And they're really laying out the case, the kids are, for how they don't want to leave Space Ghost. They love their uncle, but they don't want to leave. And we get introduced to a great villain here. I love it. I mean, I think he's the first time he's in the comics. I think he's called the Toy Man, or the Toy Maker. I'm sorry,
Toy Maker.
He is creepy as hell in this.
Yeah.
I absolutely loved it. And Jonathan Lau, once again, absolutely killed it in the pencils. Andrew Dahlhaus in the colors makes it look beautiful. So yeah, this is a great jumping on point for anyone who didn't read the first volume of Space Ghost. You get caught up with everything, what happened in the first volume, and yeah, no,
agreed. I'll comment on this incredible cover.
Oh, Matina,
yeah, and then I'm gonna save the rest for later. Oh, two back to back in that boat. Real quick before we move on, we do have Salty Traveling Sea. So he got the Spidey Predator cover for Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, and then he said that when I talked to Percy at a con in June, he said the book would be gloves off. So,
okay,
yeah,
we'll see.
Look, if you're gonna do and because this is technically Elseworlds, right?
Yeah.
If you're gonna do that, then go balls to the wall. There's no reason not to. You're not constrained with mainline continuity. Go balls to the wall. You have sky's the limit, and that's the one thing where it's like, I think kind of frustrated me a little bit with the other Predator books, was like, why aren't you just going for it?
And here's the thing: we also know, we're I'll just say it. There are certain characters, because of their social standing, we automatically go in knowing that they're safe. They're not going to get touched.
Yeah,
like a Kamala Khan, or America. We just know, it's like, oh, they're not going to get touched. But if gloves are truly off and he takes them out, or one of those two out, you got my money. Oh, awesome. And if you take out Moon Girl too, and you take out all of Wakanda, holy crap! All right, this is awesome. Love it.
Moon Girl has her devil dinosaur.
Now you want to really make a market. You make a kick-ass fighting Predator versus dinosaur scene, and taking out the dinosaur. That'd be epic. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, that would be cool. Nick put, I need to read more Space Ghost, but I enjoy what I've read. I especially that first run, I thought was fantastic. And the way they balanced their story was really good. So kudos to David Pepose, who is not always my favorite writer, but he's doing a great job with Space Ghost.
Yes, he is. And I read Speed Racer. Speed Racer's okay. Captain Planet is something.
It's something. It's interesting. I wanted to like it, but oof.
Yeah, at the weird same time, it feels like I'm rooting for domestic terrorists at the same time. You know?
Yeah, just a little bit.
Yeah, it feels like
A
I'm rooting
little
for Antifa. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Space Ghost is his shining is his beacon of excellent work.
Absolutely agree. And then Bravo Dave. I don't know if he's saying that Space Ghost is too low or he's questioning Space Ghost being on the list at all, but he goes, "This list is sus already." Oh no.
Oh no.
Bravo Dave, you'll have to like fill us in. What do you mean? Are you is it sus because Space Ghost is on the list at all, or sus because it's not in the top 5? Let us know. It might be in
Yeah.
one of our top 5s. Just
Yeah,
saying.
maybe. Yeah.
All right, moving. Oh, Space Ghost is too low. I mean, to be fair, Drew's covering all books that were released for the month of August, so he's got a much tougher list than I do, which I just do the debuts. So, but noted, Bravo Dave. We've got you. I see you over there.
Yeah.
All right, Drewski, going on to our next honorable mention for August 2025. We've got Aquaman number 8, written by Jeremy Adams with art by John Timms and colors by Rex Locus. So definitely been building up to this kind of fight that takes place in this issue, and we get some fun bombastic action here.
Yeah, this was the big battle. This is the big one. This is Aquaman versus Dagon, and this is the no holds barred fight. John Timms back on the art, and it looks absolutely glorious. And it is a kick-ass fight scene. It gives you everything we've been waiting for and building up to, and I cannot wait for the next issue. Aquaman continues to be one of the best from DC Comics, right next to Green Lantern and Batman Dark Patterns. But it's just like I've said it before, I'll say it again. If this had the ultimate logo at the very top, this would be in the top 5 books, maybe top 10.
Yep, absolutely. Yep. Yeah, we've kind of mentioned that before, that it's kind of wild that they didn't just do that, because he is doing enough. I don't know. Jeremy's got this really incredible knack of doing stuff that is different but still very true to the character, and that's how I feel about. I mean, that's how I feel about a lot of his work, but Aquaman in particular, like, it feels so different. So kudos to him. And yeah, I mean, 8 issues in, there's definitely not enough people reading this. I'm hoping that when the trade gets out, more people pick it up and discover it, because I want Jeremy to have like a good 2 to 5 year run with these characters, and we just got to get more people to buy it. So, womp womp, buy it, people, buy it.
Bye.
Yeah, we look absolutely not ultimate. The West is a theory.
Yeah,
this is
yeah.
No, agreed. There's maybe precedence that this is potentially a Aquaman. But both of these are, well, I was going to say both of these are pretty interchangeable between Absolute and Ultimate, but Absolute is actually bombastic and crazy. Ultimate is just like, we're going to stand around and talk. Oh yeah. So. Kaiser Jose put Aquaman an honorable mention. Blasphemous. It just there's good books coming up, man. It's and we've got JK in the house. Hello, JK. Nice to see you. JK put, I enjoyed this Aquaman issue. It's a good issue. It's fun. This whole book has been fun. We have Nas, aka Ernest Ferratu, the vampire, and he goes, I'm so sick of Josh and Jay Bowman being beautiful twunks. Get out of here with that nonsense.
Well, Josh, we're here. We're talking about the best of August.
Yeah.
We're not talking about Joe Dante movies. We're taking a break. So let's continue talking about the best of August.
All right, indeed. JK put, I think Adams learned to stay true to the characters by writing on animated movies. Yes, but I think he's just one of those writers that he values their legacy.
Yeah, he knows the characters. He respects the characters, and he knows DC lore. I mean, and it shows clearly.
Yeah, I think respect is the key word. Like he cares about these characters and wants to do right by the characters. Opposed to a lot of writers that come in these days and are like, oh, I've got a story to tell. I don't care about the history, or I haven't read this character or whatever, which is actually happening right now. So Nick put Aquaman has been so much fun indeed. And Nos put like and subscribe. I got to go, unfortunately, broken heart. Nos, thank you for popping in, man. It's always good to see you.
From Jay Bauman. Bye.
I know. Yeah. Come harass us later if you get a chance. Alrighty, we're going to move on to our next honorable mention for the night, and it is G.I. Joe number 10, written by Joshua Williamson with art by Andrea Milana and colors by Lee Loffridge. This was a hell of a fun issue, with some nice little twists towards the end.
Yeah, and this really exemplifies. This is much like Space Ghost is to David Pepose at his best. I think this is Joshua Williamson at his best, and we're really seeing him juggle several plot lines at once incredibly well. Because not only we're dealing with Baroness and CoverGirl, but we're dealing with Destro and Cobra Commander, which is very, very interesting. We're dealing with Hound and Clutch at the same time as well as what's going on in the main base of G.I. Joe. It's just so many different subplots going on, but they're all interesting. They all got you turning the page to see what's going to happen next. And I can't wait to happen in each one of these, because each one leaves you on one hell of a flipping cliffhanger. And it's just Joshua Williamson's doing this right. This is him at his best. It's not Superman. It's definitely not going to be DCKO. I'm calling that now. It's definitely G.I. Joe.
I don't know what you're talking about. DCKO is going to be a masterpiece. I can even say it without laughing.
A masterpiece of shit. Yeah.
The G.I. Joe stuff he's been doing is excellent. And I mentioned this, I think, during one of our floppy drops, but I would love to see him do another mini series focusing on one of the G.I. Joe characters.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Because, even those like kind of zoomed in like story glances that we've gotten have been a lot of fun. But we get a lot of interesting stuff here with Baroness and CoverGirl, and get a little action, and maybe not everything.
Little girl on girl. Yep.
Little girl on bounce chicken wow wow.
Snap. Yeah.
But we also get some reveals towards the end. I guess we could call it a reveal, where other characters think something's going on and it may not be what they expect. So
yeah, appearances are deceptive.
But no, I'm having a blast with this book. It's a lot of fun. So if you're not reading it, honestly, we mentioned this earlier. Everything Skybound right now is everything except for one thing from Skybound right now is excellent. So
yeah, you take out anything Kelly Thompson did, it's pretty damn awesome.
Yeah. I love how when we brought this up last time, I completely blocked Scarlet out of my mind. You're like, well, except for that one book. And I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? Every book has been good. And you're like, no, there's that one. And I'm like, oh, yeah. Jerks.
The one where Kelly Thompson wanted to make Scarlet gay, but then Hasbro told her, no, you're not going to make her gay. Then Kelly Thompson said, no, that was never the plan. I wasn't going to do that. And everyone called her bullshit on that. And yeah.
The one where they have a secret language, but they don't really have a secret language. They just know by looks. Yeah. Like we got it. We got a whole spy code out just by certain looks. Garbage. We do have Zax in the house coming in with Josh. Will you run away and claim asylum with me? Zaxy Poo. If you mean run away to the Canada, I don't think they would accept me just on the fact that when I come over the border, they're going to be like, where are you from? I'm going to be like the great country of Texas. And they're going to like, nope, get out right now. So otherwise, maybe.
No, you like that thing called freedom. We don't have freedom up here.
Yeah. And by freedom, I don't mean free health care.
Yeah.
Where it takes you 3 months to get seen. Or
and 75% of your pay goes toward paying that health care. Yeah.
Yeah. Or Zach, you keep going to the doctor, like in your case, where they're like, yeah, you're fine. And you're like, something is clearly not fine here. I can't talk. But yeah, good times. And we've got Fiend Machine in the house, and Fiend put, why were there so many scissors laying around Scarlet's house? Well, imagery, my friend. Subtle imagery and storytelling.
Subtle imagery. Yeah. When you got two ladies, you got scissors running around the place. There you go.
Yeah. What else could it mean? She likes to do arts and crafts. I mean, come on.
Clearly.
All righty. We are getting to the goods. We're about to go into our top 5. So, as a quick reminder, all of Drew's picks are his general picks for the month. I am doing the top 5 debuts. And the whole point of that is we understand that sometimes it's expensive to partake in comics, and you just aren't always sure if you should take a risk on a number 1. So, this will hopefully help narrow some picks down if you want to discover some new books. But coming in at my number 5 pick for the month of August 2025 is Predator Kills the Marvel Universe, number 1. This went from I didn't read it to like, oh, it's in my top 5. I'm going to echo a lot of what Drew said. It's a lot of fun. It kind of reminds me of Injustice when Tom Taylor was writing Injustice. He's just doing crazy stuff. And although I hate that in mainline continuity because it feels like it's there for shock value, this is fun. Like I expect it here. I want to see it here. I want to see the Predator just like shredding people. And we do. Like in the first 5 pages, I think 4 people get killed, 5 people get killed. Like just boom, 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 boom.
Yeah, let's just say if you hold the Guardians of the Galaxy closely, you're not going to like it.
Nope. And a certain fantastic team may not be faring well either.
Yeah.
But no, a lot of fun. I love what you mentioned about Craven being the hunter, the Predator hunter, or the hunter with Predator.
Yeah.
And then we had the tease of Predator X instead of Weapon X. And yeah, I think that could be really cool if they don't, F it up. So Nick Weiser put a Predator comic being a Predator comic. Go figure. Who would have known?
Such a novel concept.
It's like when Marvel, as in MCU Marvel, is like, yeah, we don't really know what to do with Blade. We don't really want to do a movie about a vampire killing other vampires. I'm like, no, that's exactly what we want. Just do that. That
is arguably the stupidest thing Kevin Feige said. I'm like, that's exactly what we want.
We're easy to please. Just give us that. But yeah, and I agree, Nick. It's as it should be here. So. But yeah, that is my number 5 pick. And then the one thing that I wasn't crazy about that I wish could have been a little bit better is the interior art. It's fine. It's not bad.
It's not consistent. There are panels
Correct.
where it looks really good. And there are other panels where it's just like, you could have tried a little harder here.
Yep. It's got a little bit of a cartoony nature. And I almost wish they would have done gotten an artist with a little more of a grittier style. But it works. It's a fun book. I enjoyed it, and I'm looking forward to future issues. So, we've got JK put some people always trying to ice skate uphill. I don't think he said people, but okay. And Fee Machine put, but what about my lesbian girl boss? I believe you mean the they them boss. Come on now. Wow, it's 2025 theme. Get with the times. All right, Drewski, your number 5 pick for August 2025 is Huck, Big Bad World number 4, written by Mark Miller with art by Raphael Albuquerque and colors by Dave McCaig. Tell us a little bit about this book. I don't think Huck has made maybe the first issue, but I don't think it's made it in our top 5 since.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, issue 1 did. The subsequent issues, they were fine, but they just didn't capture me as much as this one did. This issue is really, really damn good. We're introduced to Huck's mother in this, and we get to learn a bit about her backstory and get to see a little bit of a romance going on here. It's cute and funny at the same time, but where the real bang for your buck is that we get caught up on the girl that Huck had a thing for and what happened to her and the boyfriend who showed up and told Huck to leave. But Huck tells us what the guy said to him, and it just breaks your heart what he said to Huck. And it just when it's when there's someone that's truly as good a person as Huck, and someone that big of a piece of shit says it to Huck, you just can't help but feel terrible for Huck. And his mom has let's say she has words with the guy, and it's pretty good. It doesn't get. I think I would have been a little bit more severe with the guy, but hey, that's just me. But at the same time, so this issue came out the same week as Nemesis, and this week really showed us how truly talented Mark Miller is, because able to write a bug nuts, balls to the wall, insane issue like Nemesis to a truly endearing superhero story like Huck. It really shows you just how great of a writer he is and how he really truly understands who these characters are. And this issue is truly, really powerful, and it hits you emotionally.
Yeah. I thought this was a great issue, and wasn't afraid to touch on some heavier, like, emotional aspects. And that's kind of what I like about Huck. It's done this, I think, at least 2 or 3 times now, where it's not afraid to shy away from more serious topics or subjects. And even with this book going into that first issue of us kind of seeing Huck get rejected by that girl, and how we talked about, that's how relatable that is. Everyone's been through some form of that. So kind of seeing that carry forward here with this issue, and yeah, it's a good one. I think this is 6 issues for Huck, I believe.
Yeah, 5 or 6. Yeah, he's been doing like little 5 issue minis. So it'd be 5, maybe 6. Yeah.
Yeah. But I'm really enjoying this. I'm loving, honestly too, he's kind of found this rhythm of doing these little 5 or 6 issue minis that work really, really well, because you get these pops of stories. You don't feel like you're lingering at any point to kill time, and you just get to it. Each book, you really get to it, and
no decompression. It's
correct.
Yeah.
Let's just go. But it's working, man. Like, I get excited every time a new Mark Miller book comes out. The one thing I will say, and we talked about this, is Dark Horse, get your shit together and advertise these books, because with Huck, when it came out, and even with Nemesis, both of these books landed on the shelf, and you and I both were like, oh shit, I didn't even realize this was coming out. So they've got to get the word out and take advantage of the fact that they have Mark Miller.
Not just Mark Miller, but you have some great properties, great comic books, titles that may be turned into other films in the future, or cartoons. Who knows? Yep. And it's like, you guys aren't advertising for shit. And it's even on social media, they're not doing jack and shit. Nothing on Instagram, nothing on Facebook, nothing on the Twitters or the Googles or the MySpaces or Friendsters. It's like, come on, guys, do something.
Yeah, it's stuff that you don't even have to like pay to do. Social media, just put it out there, right?
Get some 15-year-old in high school to do this for you. Jesus.
I mean, you've got so many sites and YouTube channels too now that are like, if you just said, "Hey, we want you to feature or tease this book," they would. I don't know. It's a wild that they can't do a better job of marketing someone as good and talented and with a
legendary
draw like Mark. Yeah, Mark Miller alone has a draw. So if you just got the name out there, got the titles out there, so people were aware they were coming, they would do much better. We do have some excitement that Huck is here. 32 flavors of Nick Weiser. Nick's coming in with Huck, and he put loving this series. It's a good one, man. Like, again, Miller just keeps knocking it out. And Kaiser Jose put, just finished Huck number 4. Shit just got real.
Bad Boys 2 style. Yes, it did.
Bad Boys 2 style. I love it. And SP Card fan, but I'm a Miller fan. Just reread Big Game again. Oh, that almost felt like peak. Just everything leading up to Big Game, and then Big Game happening, and that was 5 issues as well, with the 5th issue being double sized. Man, it was a banger. And crap was happening. They were like, oh, no way.
Yeah, what's great is that he introduced almost every single property he has in that event. And some of them showed up later where it's like, oh my God, I forgot about them. And yeah.
And then he said next is Nemesis Reloaded and then the new series.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah. They're nice. Alrighty, we're going to move on to our number 4 picks for August 2025. And my number 4 is coming in with Superman the Kryptonite Spectrum #1, written by W. Maxwell Prince, art by Martin Morazzo, and colors by Chris O'Halloran. Now, I'm going to say, I think sometimes
Oh, Josh, towel rack. You know what? That's not bad, Josh. Making it 56 minutes before the mic cut out. That's probably a new record now.
I think it might be a new record. I was gonna say expectation with books can really alter your experience, and I was letting a recency bias with W. Maxwell Prince, for certain things, need to put his political stances in comics now. I was worried this was going to be complete and utter dog crap, and then when I read it, it was actually better than I thought it would be. But I also didn't think W. Maxwell Prince would be a good fit for a Superman. And I will say, it's not so much that this single issue is incredible, but I feel like there's a lot of potential in the story he's going to tell if you're familiar with W. Maxwell Prince and the types of stories he does tell. As well, this one is a little lighthearted and doesn't really do much. I feel like we're going to get out of one of these kryptonites that gets introduced. I feel like we're going to end up getting something that is a total gut punch, because that's kind of what he does. So,
and we got to remember it's also an Elseworlds. So
it is also an Elseworld, so anything can happen. I will say, I wish they would have gotten a different artist, but
I brought this up before, is that reading this type of story and seeing the art, it really feels like they're trying to be another all-star Superman here. They're trying to be Grant Morrison and Frank Quitely here, because Martin Morazzo, he's got a style similar. I'm not saying it is. It's vaguely similar to a Frank Quitely. So I really feel like they're trying to channel that type of feel in this story. A very Silver Age approach, much like Grant Morrison's story was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the approach is definitely similar. I do see some similarities with the arts. I don't think Morazzo is near the levels.
Oh, it shows in his Batman. His Batman does not look good.
Oh yeah, his Batman looks like a rinky-dink Twinkie dork or something like.
Yeah.
I literally was like, "Come on, man!" Like that was a verbal response. But I will say, I was fine with the story. I expected it to be shit. It was not shit. I'm looking forward to seeing what they do, and for that alone, it's making my list. So. We've got that there. Now, granted, I've got some people maybe not agreeing in the comments. I got Salty coming in with, "Oh my fucking God, this fucking kid." And he goes, "The ice cream man, shithead, Kami will not get my money." Look, here's the weird thing with that. And this is what I think I struggle with the most is, well, I think, Drew, you would agree, especially those like first 40 something issues of Ice Cream Man, there's plenty of stuff that we thought was excellent, like top tier.
Yeah, I agree, but but clearly there are some writers, creatives who are just, in that bubble, and whatever they see on CNN or TikTok, they think is real and happening everywhere, and they think it is Armageddon.
Yep.
And look, this is the truth. Say whatever you will about him, President Trump, him being reelected, it broke a lot of brains again, and for the second time, and it clearly had an effect on him, and it showed in the work, and I checked out.
Yeah. I will say I have not been picking up Ice Cream Man since was that the shooter issue? Was it the shooting?
Yeah, sounds right. Yeah.
I haven't picked it up since then, but I'm not going to. And look, I do this for Joss Whedon as well. I think Joss Whedon is a great writer. Turned out to be a pretty shitty person, but I'm not going to look back at swan songs or the really high moments of Ice Cream Man and be like, yeah, nope, that's shit. I still think they're really good work, and I have hope that he will deliver good work in the future. But yeah, I'm not gonna be singing the Maxwell Prince praises for Maxwell Prince directly like I used to. So, and then Kaiser put this book looks like the Ice Cream Man cosplaying as Superman. You're not wrong. I mean, the art is probably my least favorite thing about this book, and I'm just like, I mean, I get it because it's Morazzo, but I wish they would have just let Prince be with somebody else. So, let's see,
maybe Frank Whitley.
Hey, why not? And then Salty put, I'm not buying what Josh is selling with us. That's okay. That's okay, Salty. You don't have to. And SP Carp put, that sparkling kryptonite has got me worried. We're getting Homo Superman, baby. He's like, oh look, I can fly.
I'm fabulous.
I'm fabulous. Hope to God, if we get that, then don't worry. I'll be chunking this in the trash can and saying F this shit and going from there. But I'm praying for the best and not the worst. And then Kaiser also. I was gonna pick up Ice Cream Man 45 and 47, but I completely checked out. Agreed. I might get to it at some point, but I don't know. And then Salty but tried to grope Charisma Carpenter on set is not canceled. Okay, so look, Salty, I agree with you. I think what he got called out for, this is Joss Whedon, but what Joss Whedon got called out for on sets, it happens. It's rampant in Hollywood. I've witnessed it with multiple people. Like, that shit goes on. And I don't even think he groped Charisma. He just kind of with Charisma.
He was portraying how to disarm a Slayer or her friends.
Yeah.
And how to throw them off guard. And yeah.
The thing with Charisma is he had been building for like 3 seasons for something to happen with her character in Angel. And then I think like maybe 20% into filming season 4, she's like, oh, by the way, I'm pregnant. And he's like, are you fucking kidding me? So look, I get it being upset. At the same time, she was saying, oh, I got fired because I was pregnant. And we now know that wasn't the case. Like, Warner Brothers, WB came and they said they wanted Spike. And it was WB that was like, get Spike or there's not a season 5. So he got Spike. And then when he got
Josh Towrack. So while you're doing that, what you just reminded me of, call back to Psycho and Alfred Hitchcock. Alfred Hitchcock had a thing for his leading ladies, but one of which in the movie Psycho was Vera Miles. Vera Miles played the sister. And before Psycho, Alfred was going to make her like his next big star. And what did she do? She wound up getting pregnant. And Alfred was pissed. So what did he do? He put her in the frumpiest clothing, tried to give her as few lines as possible, just made her life a living hell on set because of that. He wanted to make her pay. Josh, you're still muted.
Can you hear me now?
There you go. Good.
I was going to say, at the end of the day, it wasn't Joss's decision to get rid of Charisma. It was Warner Brothers, the WB. And fully with Salty here, at least he was not about little boys like Gunn or Singer. Bingo. This is the story for another time, but I will never forget when I saw Bryan Singer, and this is when I first moved to LA. I saw Bryan Singer at a bar, and I was so excited to go up and talk to him and tell him how much I loved his X-Men movies. And my ex was like, absolutely not. You're not. Nope. Not happening. Not getting near that dude. And I'm like, I'm going to be respectful. He's like, that's not why I'm saying this. Just, you're staying right here. So, good times. Good times. And Kaiser put, I just Googled it, and she sounds most angry at the fact that she had to work at 1 a.m. while pregnant. Yeah. I mean, look, you're doing a show about a vampire. You're filming at night. Like, but look, Joss did say things like, he promised people, hey, if you come ride on the Whedon mobile, I'll get you another stuff. So that's kind of sweet. But
if you sharpen my steak, Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a vampire pun. Yeah.
Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Indeed. So, anyways, vampire puns. Ooh la la. Um, I don't think it was that he suggested. I think he asked what she was doing. If other interviews are to be brought into this, still can be a sleazy thing. I guess my thing is, even as someone who's worked in film or television, if you've got entire teams that are working to build towards something, maybe if you're gonna try to get pregnant, which she was actively trying to do and not telling anyone, maybe wait till it's your off season. Like you've got a good period of time where you can, by all means, do that. But if it was accidental, then fine. But she's even openly said she was trying to get pregnant and wasn't telling the crew. And I think had she at least told Joss, "Hey, we really want to have a baby," I think it would have been different than, "Hey, we're 8 issues into a 22 issue or 8 episodes into a 22 episode season, and oh, surprise!" So. But that is discrimination. Well, you literally sign contracts. So unfortunately, it's so murky. Like, I get it from a human standpoint. Trust me, I get it. But when you sign contracts saying you're going to do A, B, and C, you kind of need to stick to contracts. There are certain things people can't do with their day-to-day life when they're filming. Like they can't do certain activities because they signed a contract and there's insurance put out on them to be able to come and do things. So trust me, I understand, but I also understand why he would have been upset. Because if you look into the production history with both Buffy and Angel, there's a lot of stuff that kept coming up where he couldn't tell the story. And then people complain, "Oh, you did this." Yeah, I had no choice. So anyways, she wasn't fired by Joss. She was fired by the WB, or her contract was not renewed. So that's out there.
The important thing is we got the masterpiece with Christy Swanson and Donald
Christy
Sutherland.
Swanson. Yeah. Oh, man. That movie is something else. Maybe if I were on mushrooms, I'd like it. All right. We're going to move on to Drewski's number 4 pick for August 2025. And it is Nemesis Forever, number 1. Written by.
Are you sure it's number 3, right? That's number 3.
Is this number 3? Hold, please. Nope, 3's later.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, your 3, 2, 1 are all like bangers. So
okay. All right,
I mean, this is a banger. It was a tough month.
Yes.
But
okay, now I see. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your number 4 is Nemesis Forever, number 1, written by Mark Miller with art by Matteo Scalera and colors by Giovanna Nero. There we go. Yeah, dude, I'm just gonna let you talk about this for a second.
I had an absolute blast reading this, and that's one thing I've come to expect and want when reading a Nemesis. It should be balls to the walls, insane and crazy. And I had an absolute blast. I was grinning from ear to ear reading this, and I understand the last volume, the art kind of alienated a lot of people. A lot of people didn't like it. I did. I mean, I was, I guess, an outlier. But this art form is more of a return to form of the first 2 volumes, and I think people will like that a lot more now. And hey, we got big, crazy guns, explosions, stuff going on in cities, trains, and we got a government agency that's tired of Nemesis shit. They think they may have a way to take him down. Is it going to work? What is it? You got to read to find out. Oh, and it was an absolute blast. It felt like a nice warm blanket on a cold day. It's just comforting. It's just great to have it back. And I agree with what I think I forget who said it. Salt, or is it Salty that said it? Or no, SP Card fan. There should be a toy of Nemesis. How there is not an action figure of Nemesis, that is the biggest crime. Dark Horse, get your shit together. This is the big. I mean, how have you not organized something with Todd McFarlane to do a Nemesis action figure? You know, you can make so much money. Just have the action figure Nemesis and have a whole other Nemesis weapons arsenal bundle where it's just like rocket launchers, guns, knives, katana, just everything in a whole other box. You can make so much money doing that. Man.
You can get Nemesis, or you can get Nemesis with the weapons bundle.
Yeah.
The weapons bunker. No, I agree. There should definitely be a action figure. So I'm with you on that one. I'm going to refrain from talking about this book for right now, but we do have a few comments discussing it. So Salty picked up the Jay Lee cover for Nemesis Forever.
Me too.
Good read. I agree with you, my man. And then 1/6 scale figure would rock. And
yes.
Kaiser, first off, Kaiser came into Floppy Drop being like, "Don't talk about the spoilers," and I was like, "Fine." And then it was so hard to discuss this book, but he put Bizarro Batman #1 was such a great read, and I love that you called him Bizarro Batman because it's more like satanic, demonic Batman. He's so awful, but so much fun to read. So, and then Kaiser put Miller books are, I'm assuming that's only Dark Horse books I buy. Dawn Runner was the last non-Miller book that I bought. Dawn Runner was a fun book too. So Dark Horse just needs to do a better job. Again, do a better job marketing. So yeah, completely agree with this. I feel like you might disagree, but between my top two, I think they're interchangeable, and your top three, I think could be interchangeable depending on the day of the week.
But I will say, honestly, my number one, it is the clear-cut winner for me. I love number one.
Indeed. We're going to move on to our top three, and coming in for my number 3 pick for August 2025, I have Space Ghost #1, written by David Pepose, with art by Jonathan Lau and colors by Andrew Dahlhaus. Again, I think this is a fun book. I'm going to kind of echo a lot of what Drew said, but I loved the kind of juxtaposition between these two little focuses where you've got Space Ghost and he's fighting the toy maker and all this crazy stuff is going on, and which is fun. It's action packed. You're engaged, but then the heart and foundation of this book, are the kids talking to their grandfather and really discussing family and what family is. And, their grandfather is blood relative. They've never met him before. And, he's kind of owning up to maybe things that made him a bad parental figure for, their mother, but also as a grandparent. And, he's trying to make up for it in the right way possible. He's not demanding anything. He's just saying, I would love to spend more time with you because I think it's the right thing to do, and I want to make up for lost time. And these two are like, Dax, who's Space Ghost, is he's been taking care of us, and they've grown to view him as a father figure. And it wasn't just a situation of him saving them, but he has looked and cared after them. So it was a great book, a great issue, really kind of set the tone of what you can expect between the action and the adventure aspects, but also from an emotional aspect. And that's the one thing I think David Pepose has done really well with this book is sneaking in heart in really key moments where you feel it, and he does it in effective ways. So if Pepose could learn to do that with his other books, maybe they'd be better. But, this is good. I'm happy we've got this, and I hope we get another great run of these issues. And Ezekiel put Toymaker as a wild villain. Yeah, it's one of those things that you can do so much with. You can make it creepy and really do some wild stuff with it. If you want to make it more juvenile, you definitely can. But you've got endless possibilities with Toymaker that you can go balls to the wall with crazy action and scary stuff, or create a weird, maybe like fun type thing, kind of like Arcade would do or something with the X-Men, or Toyman with Superman. So, and then Baron's covers are amazing. Dude, Baron's is amazing. So,
Jeff,
all right. Drewski, your number 3 pick for August 2025 is Transformers number 23, written by Daniel Warren Johnson with art by Jorge Corona and colorist by Mike Spicer. All right, I'm just going to say the fact that this is coming in at number 3 should tell you you've got banger issues for number 1 and 2. But tell us a little bit about Transformers number 23 and this. freaking epic issue that we got.
This is the Autobots' most desperate hour. They are clearly outgunned, outmatched, out everything here, and they do not stand a chance against the Decepticons, who are pretty much almost at full power right now. And Optimus Prime, who is, for all intents and purposes, died at this point. He's in the Matrix of Leadership, but he may be finding a way out of there. He may be having someone guide him out, which is very good to have. And you got the shaggin' wagon down there, who's finding his way out. I mean, look, he's an 80s shaggin' wagon, and
yeah.
And you got Megatron just making Starscream his bitch through this entire book. It's glorious. It's great. It's everything true to the Transformers from the 80s. I enjoyed this from cover to cover. I'm grinning ear to ear. This gives me everything I want, and not just Transformers, but in a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
And when we talk about our books of the year, some of these books are right up there. Transformers is one of them. It just, for the past 3 years now, 2 years, Transformers has been up at the top, and it just, I hope they can maintain this pace. And we got one more issue to go. So it's got to go out the banger. And I love that cover with Ultra Magnus. And I really, truly feel, I hope we get some kick-ass fight scenes next issue, especially with Ultra Magnus and Optimus and Megatron. I can't wait.
I feel like it's coming. I think, you mentioned this is not necessarily what you want just for a Transformers book, but for comics in general. Man, it's action. You've got heart. You've got consequences. And this book has just been building to this moment for 23 going into 24 issues now. Yeah. And I feel like they've kind of laid this master story down. And I'm super excited to see how they wrap it up. I think this is an excellent issue. I love the part where the people were coming up saying, what Optimus Prime meant to them or did for them. And like, I got chill bumps reading that, and just great stuff.
Yeah, that was great. You see the humans show up, and they're everyone in the town is pretty much saying this, like what he meant to all of them. It's like, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah.
And
it didn't feel forced or cheesy.
No,
like
it wasn't.
Felt natural. So I was like, oh yeah. Oh, chill bumps. Oh, got the feels.
Right there in the feels.
So, Kaiser is giving you some shit though, and he goes, Transformers is so low. Look, Kaiser, I know what his 1 and 2 are, and typically I'd agree with you, but I know what his 1 and 2 are. So but no, I get it, man. It was as far as top comics, these top 3 for Drewski are just, every one of them is a banger. And then Salty put, not gonna lie, I'm a little uneasy about the change in creatives on Transformers. I hope Agenda stays out of this magnificent series.
No, there's no need to worry. It's not like looking at the creative team on TMNT after Jason Aaron leaves. God. But no, you've got Robert Kirkman, who, I mean, look, he is a good storyteller, and he's doing a fine job with Void Rivals. It's not great, but it's fine. Battle Beast has been kick-ass, and clearly that's where his focus is.
Yeah.
But look, he's got Dan Mora on the art too. Dan fucking Mora. And it looks glorious. I mean, I have no reason to doubt this book at this point.
Well, it also seems like Transformers is leading to be more of a event type book too. With all the crossover teasing that they've been putting into place.
They've been building that up for 2 years now. They've been building that up.
Yep. I feel like Kirkman's Transformers is where you're really going to see a lot of that coming into play. So you might get one of those situations where we back off characterization just a little bit to really do those plot-driven stories, and I'm okay with that. I think it will add to some of the pacing, but I'm not against it. So, but yeah, we'll see. And I don't think Kirkman's been one to be guilty of letting politics and agendas.
No, absolutely not. And I know a lot of people blew their load over Firepower or whatever with Chris Samney. I didn't get it, but even that Die, and Battle Pope and Jesus or whatever he did. It's like I no, there's really nothing there, offensive.
Yeah.
No, he just tells the stories.
Yeah. Salty Split, Kirkman needs to keep his word and not change Transformers into 2025 sensibilities. Agreed, man. I'm with you on that one. And Kaiser put, I'm actually excited for the new team. I think as long as you don't look at League of Comics geeks, I think most everyone agrees that there's
we want Alex Cott. It'd be so great, Alex Cott.
Why did you get milk toast and mayonnaise? And then Kaiser also put, I'm really hoping Skybound buys the rights to TMNT one day and throws Daniel Warren Johnson on it. Maybe. I could see it. What Jason Aaron and especially when Juan Ferreira hopped on the art, what they did with their current run is just, it's good. It's fantastic. Yeah. So
if Skybound had money, it'd been like, if I were in charge of Skybound, I had the money, buying TMNT, and I'm telling Juan, I got a check here. How many zeros do you want in it? I want you doing the art for the next 5 years.
Oh, yeah. All right. We're going to move on to our number 2 picks for August 2025. And this is where I might be causing some controversies, Drew. But, yeah, we'll see. Because my number 2 pick for August 2025 is Nemesis Forever number 1. What? It's not my number 1? What's my number 1? Oh, I don't know.
What?
Say what? So I will say my number 1 and 2, I kept going back and forth on, and I kept moving, and I was like, I'm just leaving it, dang it. No, I love this book. I love Nemesis. I think it's a lot of fun. I had a blast with this, which is, I feel bad when I say I had a blast reading Nemesis because he's so freaking awful that I feel guilty for saying it. I think what was my ultimate deciding factor with this is when you have Mark coming in with different artists, I start to compare, right? And I feel like it's inevitable, but it happens. And visually, I think out of the 3 artists from the last 3 renditions, I think I prefer Jorge Jimenez out of all of them. But that could change. It could also just be that this is the first issue, and it's definitely not bad. I mean, you can see here, this book looks freaking fantastic. But yeah, it's a banger of a book. I had a lot of fun. I always look forward to Nemesis. And I like that Nemesis is kind of coming in almost like every other book at this point. Like, we're going to do this book, and then we're going to do a little Nemesis. We're going to do this book, and then a little bit of Nemesis.
It's a great balance.
Oh, yeah. But yeah, you got some crazy stuff that happens in this issue, and I can't wait to see what pans out over the next 4 issues after this, because it's always like, if you think it's crazy at the beginning, you get to the end and you're just like, holy shit, like, we could just keep topping all the terrible stuff he's done in the past. Well, for the most part. But yeah, it's fun to kind of root for the bad guy, and this is one of those books where you have fun rooting for the bad guy. And then you question if there's something wrong with you because you're enjoying all the terrible things that he does. You're like, am I okay? Am I okay? Have I really become this cynical? Yes.
It's because he is true to his character. And
yes.
he does not hold anything back. He is who he is, and he is. That's what's great about it. He does not hold anything, and you don't know what he's going to do. All you know is that it's going to be something batshit insane. It's like, what is he going to do? What batshit insane thing is he going to do next? And it's enjoyable, and it's not dull. It's not boring. It's not predictable. That's what's great. It's not predictable.
Yeah.
And as opposed to like a Marvel character, like on the X-Men teams, like Gail Simone. He's fun. He's interesting. It's what's great about it. He makes a good character.
Agreed. And he's so deliciously evil too. Like he has fun doing
enjoys
these terrible things.
Yes.
Yeah. Why do you think I switched trains? And I'm like, oh dear God. And I always go back to the land here moment too. Land here. From which one was that with Jorge?
Was that 2 volumes ago? Yeah, it was like 2 volumes ago. Yeah.
Because Reloaded had the tampon sidekick, and then it was the one before that. But yeah, if you didn't know this was coming out because Dark Horse sucks at marketing their books, like go get it. If your LCS didn't supply it, tell them to order it for you. Yeah, just it's. I think if more people read this in particular, they would definitely be picking it up. So, all right, Drewski, are you ready for your number 2 pick for August 2025?
Let's do it to it.
We gotta prove all these people that are giving you crap for having Transformers at number 3 that you know what you're doing around here. But your number 2 pick is Daredevil: Cold Day in Hell number 3, written by Charles Soule with art by Steve McNiven and colors by Dean White. And oh, buddy boy, was this just a fantastic, a beautiful book, fantastic book, great characterization, great storytelling, and the ending was just chef's kiss perfect.
It is remarkable, especially with Charles Soule, that he was able to stick the landing, and the 3 issues were bangers through and through. And much like Dark Knight Returns, you want to know more about the world. You want to know more about what led to this world, and because there's a lot of things planted early on about what happened. But I want to see what happened in this world. I want to see this world, turn to shit more or less. And this issue, Daredevil, he's on a ticking clock. He's losing his powers. And he's got to have that one big final showdown with Bullseye, and it's glorious. But also we can't forget Frank Castle. Granted, doesn't have his limbs, but can't count him out. Never count out Frank Castle, even if he's the Black Knight at this point. He's still going to find a way, and it is glorious. And speaking of which, the ending is just as glorious. It is so fitting. It is the perfect ending for this character. And I could not be happier, more surprised, and more shocked with this. Yeah. With this run. I couldn't believe Charles Soule had it in him to tell this story.
Agreed. We read the first issue and it was a banger, and then I think we were like, okay, well, we're waiting for the other shoe to drop, and then we got the second issue and it was equally as much of a banger, and we're like, holy shit, like they're really gonna like knock this out of the park. And then I think we were like, well, with where we are in the story and everything that needs to happen with one more issue, there's no way they can stick the landing. And they did, because even though they focus on plot and wrapping up the story, I think the theme that they go with and what they show as the true importance to take away from this, and letting that kind of serve as the ending, I was like, oh my God, this is perfect. This is what being a hero is about. Like, this is perfect. So getting chill bumps thinking about it twice in one night, that I'm getting chill bumps thinking about a book. But I love this book. This book I can't wait for it to get collected. I can't wait for it to get collected in a hardcover. I hope they do a special edition with scripts and, art and notes or whatever in the back, because I'd love to get into the, thought process between McNiven and Soule. Because man, this was just fantastic, and easily the best thing Marvel's done in a long time. So kudos to this team, and I hope we get to explore more of this world in this universe. So, all right, Drewski. Oh, real quick, SP Cards coming in with great book. Heck yeah, man. We know what we're doing around here.
Yeah.
And the guys are put, okay, I agree with the rankings. August was a fantastic month. So he's conceding the crap he was giving you, Drew, for number 3. So it's okay, Kaiser. You might come back with this number 1 and be like, F these guys. but I doubt it. Let's get on to our number 1 picks. These are the ones. So this is going to be where we decide if I'm crazy or not. And I think Drew might be against me on this pick, but we'll see if other people are. But I came in, and my number 1 pick for August 2025 was Escape number 1, written by Rick Remender with art by Daniel Acuna. Look, this is one of those books that I read at first and then I enjoyed, and then I just kept thinking about it and thinking about what I really liked about it. And the more I thought about it, the more I liked it. But no, I thought this was a great just war story with a nice commentary on things that was presented in a way that it didn't feel preachy, but they had good messaging here. I loved Akuna's art, and I really like that they made the characters animals instead of individuals from actual countries. And look, it's very, you look at this and you know who's who. But I think if we had gone literal with people and had Nazis and everything else, everyone would have been like, "What the like?" People would have had issues because we're over it, right? There's so much of that going on that the way he kind of subjected things just a little bit worked. And I've said before, Rick Remender's very hit or miss with me. He'll do stuff that I think is excellent, and then he'll do stuff that I'm like, bro, are you even the same writer? Because this is hot garbage. But yeah, I love this issue. If you didn't get it, go pick it up. I didn't expect them to kind of go through a lot of these main characters or what I thought were main characters in this first issue, and they did. And so it's a brutal book by the end, and I can't wait to see what else he does. So I'm here, and I at least have one person coming in with me to be like, hell yeah. So Salty, thank you, my good man. I appreciate it. And hey, guys, a great pick. Awesome. I'll take them. But yeah, Drew, I know you said this wasn't necessarily your favorite.
I went and so I started reading it, and I'm like, this is awesome. It's awesome. But if as the story progressed, the issue progressed, I'm like, okay, all right, okay, okay, we covered that already. Oh, okay, we're still touching about that. Oh, okay, we're still talking about that again. Okay, let's have some action. Oh, we're still talking about that. It's like it felt like it went on too long, and it was starting to hit the same beats over and over again, and there wasn't as much action in it as there should have been, in my opinion. But I understand the type of story he's trying to tell, which is great. I dig it. Great art. But it felt too boring, and I felt like this is where an editor should have came in and told him, hey, Rick, these pages, they're kind of hitting the same beats over and over again. You really don't need this many pages hitting the same thing over and over and over and over and over again. We get it. But other than that, it's fine. I hope issue 2 is better.
We'll allow it. It's okay. We'll allow it. Yeah, no. If you didn't get this, go pick it up. Let us know if I'm right or if Drew's wrong. I'm kidding. But no, seriously, go pick it up because I do think it's worth checking out. And I will agree. There's a part in the middle where it felt like it hit a lull because I even remember thinking like, okay, are we gonna get to something? And it's not even that I dislike taking the time for these things. It's more so that I usually expect it a few issues in that we kind of slow down for a moment before hitting a climax. But I think they were trying to get us some time with some of these characters before these characters were gone. So I was like, all right, I see what you were doing. But I'm curious to see how he follows up with other issues. Yeah. So don't let me down, Rick. Don't let me down.
I agree.
All right. Drewski, are you ready for your number one, senor?
Let's do it.
Let's do it. So Drew's overall number one pick for August 2025 is Batman Dark Patterns number 9, written by Dan Waters with art by Hayden Sherman and colors by Triona Farrell. This is case number 3, Periodola, and it's the final issue of this arc, and holy mother was it crazy.
Yeah. So I want to stress why this is my number one. So Batman, the past several years, has been in one hell of a lull, in my opinion. Most of these books have sucked ass. Chip Zdarsky, whatever he's done, Tom Taylor, whatever he's done. Philip Kennedy Johnson, he's an outlier. They've been okay, been good. But overall, it's been disappointing. We're the state of Batman. But with Dark Patterns,
don't forget James Tiny Onion was before Chip.
Oh God, James Tiny Onion, his fucking run.
Yeah.
Introducing all those bullshit characters, nothing happened with them afterwards. But what we got going on here is that we're we're seeing a Batman. I think it's supposed to be relatively early in his career.
Yeah, I think so.
And he's in a part of town that's been forgotten, buried. He's the outlier. Everyone's looking on him like he is the problem. He is the virus, and everyone else is like the white blood cell trying to clean him out, and he comes across he stumbles upon what could be the return of the Red Hood gang, but also we open with Batman arguably at his physically weakest. He has a bullet in his back, he can't move, and he's been more or less going to be poisoned from this cleaning from Drano, more or less, and but we also learn Batman is still deadly with just his mind. His mind is still one of his deadliest weapons. And being the great detective that he is, he figures it all out. What's going on here? And let's just say it ends in a very dramatic, shocking way that I did not see coming at all. I'm like, oh, holy crap, they went there.
Yeah.
And I thoroughly enjoyed enjoyed it. That was one of the many reasons why I enjoyed this, as well as the art by Hayden Sherman. Hayden Sherman's art in this, I'm going to say it again for the cheap seats. He is one of the best page designers since Todd McFarlane when he was on All Star Squadron. He makes these pages interesting. He makes your eyes constantly move and always checking out everything going on in the panel, in the pages. And I love his work for that. And I would love to own any page from this run, specifically the very, very last page. That last page is perfect. It ends on the best note. And this 3-issue, I mean, I love the stuff with the ventriloquist, but this 3-issue run here, God, I flippin' loved it. This is true Batman, and through and through. I'm going to do my best to make sure people read this run, and this turns into a run that's always reread because it is truly superb and needs to be remembered, needs to be celebrated. This is true Batman right here.
Yep. Agreed.
I've got a strong feeling I'm not going to be saying that about Matt Fraction, but hey, that's just me. And if you've been down in the dumps, if you're a Batman fan and you haven't read Dark Patterns, fix yourself, read this, and call me in the morning. You will not regret it. This is Batman at his best.
I'll put Drew's number in the chat for everyone. No, I completely agree. As a Batman fan and as someone who spent years just focusing on covering Batman, it's nice to feel like we're getting something that feels like it's a return to form. And this story, this issue is fantastic. Even where we start, the state that Batman's in, like he's been shot, he's injured, they're about to pour this bleach or whatever this is. It's not a good place to be for Batman. And where they go with the story and how these characters get taken care of, I'll say, is a little shocking. I didn't see it coming because I didn't think DC would go there, and they did, and I'm so glad they did. Because it shows that this team, Dan Waters and Hayden Sherman, they decided they weren't going to pull their punches, and I applaud them because too often DC in particular, and I'm saying DC in particular because I read more DC than Marvel, but DC in particular will have an idea and you can tell they're going for it, and then they'll get cold feet right there at the end and like, oh, okay, well actually we can't do this, and they'll alter it. So this book is great. It's dark, it's gritty, it's what Batman should be. So I applaud this team for giving us a damn good Batman book. And,
because we've been down in the dumps, really, with Batman, and this exemplifies what Batman should be, what we should be expecting from a Batman run. And look, like I said, I can almost guarantee you we're not going to be seeing this from Fraction.
No.
And I truly hope DC fixes this error and continues this past 12 issues. Because this is arguably one of the stupidest decisions they're going to make.
Yep. Agreed. This is from when you were talking the first time around, but Salty said very well said, which I completely agree. And Kaiser's kicking himself right now because he said Dark Patterns is the only book I haven't read on this list, and I keep beating myself up for it. Well, you should, Kaiser. You should beat yourself up. And then he also put, I should have known I wasn't going to like Zdarsky's ongoing Batman after reading his other Batman book, The Night.
Oh, the one where we found out that Bruce Wayne was gay? And
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't think he was gay. I just think he's doing what the mission needed. But it was still a really weird choice. Like, why are we doing this? Yeah, look, The Night is one of those things where, especially because of the timing, Zdarsky had been doing some good stuff with Daredevil, minus a few things here and there. His Daredevil run was solid. So I was looking forward to what he was going to do with Batman. But I genuinely thought The Night he had a harder time with, because anytime you're coming in to be like, okay, we're going to rewrite the history and retell an origin with this character, I'm like, ugh. So I was least looking forward to The Night than I was his actual Batman run. And then The Night somehow ended up being better than his entire Batman. Well, the first fail-safe arc was good. But after that, it was shit.
Up until we had the Batman and Robin moment where he's surfing in space back into Earth orbit.
Yeah, that was in the second arc coming out of Fail Safe.
The second arc.
Yeah, that first arc, that setup was great. Those first 6 issues was great, and then he shit the bed so fast. And then you led in from that into Gotham War, like, oof. I can't.
Yeah, Batman in the alternate universe and gets his hand cut off, and
yep.
Yeah.
Over it. Piece of crap. Don't like it.
No, sir. Don't like it.
But Batman Dark Patterns, not a piece of crap. It's
not.
Gold. Go get it. Alrighty, we are going to start wrapping things up because that is our list for. Oh no, that's the wrong thing. Hold, please.
July.
I forgot to update that slide. There we go. August. Oh gosh, that is our list for the top 5 or 10 comics for August 2025. Be sure you let us know in the comments what you thought. If we missed a book, let us know. Like, maybe we missed something. There could be an indie book out there that we aren't even aware of. So let us know we need to read something if we missed one of your favorites. Or maybe we crapped on one of your favorites, and you can tell us we're wrong for that. Whatever, I'll take the comments. But Drewski, if people want to find you, where can they find you?
You can find me on Facebook, Dolan Waddick. You can find me on Instagram, Dolan_Waddick. You can find me on YouTube here on Josh Yapoo's channel, or you can find me on the Thinking Critical channel with Wes on Saturdays. I'm here, there, and everywhere.
Here, there, and everywhere. I should be on Wes's channel this Saturday and next Saturday, unless something changes. So I will be there. Of course, we are here pretty much every Tuesday and Thursday, so come hang out with us as we do our whatever nerd show we're doing. Every Thursday is Floppy Drop, so we're discussing the current week's comics. But yeah, we will keep you in the loop with what's coming. The book club should be coming back this month now that I've gotten other ducks in a row. So we'll be doing a Wonder Woman book and getting her in that rotation there. And yeah, thank you guys for coming in. If you want to follow the channel, you can follow @ByPopped on Twitter. If you want to follow me to get more hot takes on Buffy the Vampire Slayer that's going to piss people off because apparently I'm a woman hater, you can follow me at Joshua L. McDonald. But
He-Man Woman Hater.
He-Man Woman Haters Club. Yeah, that's right. But yeah, no, thank you guys for tuning in. I always love having you on the chat. And it's fun to talk comics with you guys because I could do this all day, man. It's a good time. Anyways, go back. Naughty and Nice: The Return by Clan McDonald. The link is pinned in the chat. We've gotten one more backing since starting the show. So Drew, you're inching even more closer to that 20K.
Stop believing.
Yeah. Earlier when we were talking about how we're inching closer and you're like, oh, just get in there and do it. I thought of I watched I Love You Man for the first time recently, and then that give it on. I can't even go that high. But I started to do that and I was like, no, I won't. Oh, Salty Petite Willow. I'll change her back to the D. The D. Yeah, good times. Anyways, as I said, I appreciate you guys being here each and every week. It's a lot of fun hanging out with y'all, and these videos wouldn't be the same with y'all in the chat. So thank you, and y'all have a good night.